All right, welcome to the channel. We are going to be pulling for souls today. Now, it's not the best time in the world because it's not a 2 times event or anything like that to pull. But in this Soul Chase tournament, you can see that there's the Prism Shards are available, and the pool for the Prism Shards is like really epic. So we're just going to kind of take a gamble and hope for it. Now, that is on like this count. We're going to start out on an alt account. We're just going to pull 10 shards really fast. But on the almost free-to-play account, we just opened the Altar of Souls. So we haven't pulled anything. We're just really even getting a 1-star or 2-star on like a really good some of our main champions. It makes a huge difference. So it's definitely worth it on that account because we actually want the souls. I'm going to pull on this account just because it's just kind of an account that I don't care about or don't care that much about. So yeah, so we're gonna pop over, really just see if we can get lucky and end up with one of those prism shards, because I don't want to pay for the prism shard, but it would be really nice to have the prism shard because the pool is really good. So yeah, we're just gonna pull this really fast, and then we'll hop over to the almost free to play account and see what we can pull over there. Nah, 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 nah. Nothing. I already have a 2-star Yugo. I have pulled this soul like a bunch of times on this account. For how you say it, Siegfried. I've pulled this a bunch on this account. But I already have a 2-star Ugo. Yeah, so that's nothing. But you can see there we got like 245 points from that, which isn't too bad. Oh, I don't have a 2-star Ugo. Yeah, nice. That's one of the problems with running more than one account, right? You can never really keep track. Now, on our almost free-to-play account, we literally have 2 souls, and that's just because they showed up in the market. So, yeah. So I'm going to head over to the almost free-to-play account, and we can check that out. Okay, we're over here on the almost free-to-play account. Like I said, I'm not going to argue that this is the best thing that we should be doing or anything like that, but we're definitely kind of on a point on this account where we could use some souls, right? We do have one for our Fane, just popped up in the store that I was able to buy. These, of course, came free with for Ludex. We just got those free or whatever. From doing events. I actually don't even remember now how I got those, but I ended up with 2 of them for Ludex. And then I do have one for Mausoleum Mage. But again, I was able to buy those over the last couple of days. The last 2 days, actually. I was able to buy one each day. So we're going to go in here. We're going to be able to pull not quite 20, which is disappointing. And then we do have the Immortal, because when you first unlock this, when you first unlock the Altar of Souls, it gives you those, and it gives you a bunch of resources. So some of this is just because they give it to you for free. And then I do make sure and do my Iron Twins every day. So we're going to start this out. We're going to go ahead and buy all these. We're going to go in the Mystic Market here and buy as many of them as we can. And then, yeah, we're just going to see what we can... Oh, man, I exit out of things so often. It's almost ridiculous. Yeah. I didn't make sure I had enough silver before we did this. We do, but I didn't make sure of that. So let's start out with a 10 pull and see what we can get, and then we'll pull those 9 separates. Just a bunch of 1-stars. For points, we're looking for a good 6-star. This is literally, we have none of these champions so far. Yeah, we literally didn't get anything, and this is about what I expected, right? We got 62 points. So I wasn't doing this so much for the points. It was just like, but at the same time, we might get lucky, right? So overall for this account, that was a disappointing amount, or disappointing pulls. But we'll see what we can get here now going on. Nobody. I'm expecting with these just to get a bunch of rares. That wasn't a bad one. A 3-star. Let me see. Investigator. It was a 3-star at least, right? Okay, here we go. Legendary. Raka. 1-star though. Let me see. What do we got? My eyeballs don't work well enough to see these right when they first pop up, so I have to take a moment to digest it. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Nope. Hey, that was like a 4-star. It's for a rare, but here we go. Legendary. Abyss, 1-star. Let me see. I mean, we didn't get anything. The last one, I wasn't expecting a whole lot, but I was kind of hoping it was just like for one usable champion. Yeah. So we didn't get anything there. That's the way it works. And then we're going to go ahead and pull this here. Immortal. And this is the one I'd really like to pay off, if any of them are going to pay off. Wait, what's this? Grab those points. That was annoying. Okay, let me see. Let's hope. I'm really hoping this is something worthwhile. Maybe it's not going to be. It is not. Oh, well. That's our soul stones just to start out. Like I said, most of that was just the stuff that we start with to begin with. Probably should have waited for a 2x, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just need to pull and hope that we can get something. Because like I said, we haven't got anything really. I was really hoping for at least one of the rares that I'm kind of using on a regular basis or whatever. But there we go. Yeah, I appreciate you watching. We'll be back later with an account review of like where the account's at. And then tomorrow we will be pulling some shards. So thanks for tuning in, and I do appreciate you.